Alright everybody, sound check, sound check, sound check, sound check. Give me a second, let's open in here trading and classes. Everybody, are we live? Are we live? Yes. Okay, and we can open today J Forex, right? We are powered by Dukascope, everybody. Using trading with you. Give me a second. Let's see if it's going to work. Yeah, you can use J Forex or TradingView. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. I'm late. I'm sorry I'm late. Yeah, today we're going to, everybody, today we're going to, and by the way, we're going through a massive storm, everybody. So if the internet shuts down or I'm kind of frozen, you know, or the recording, I mean the live session, not a recording, but if the live session gets down, so yeah, we're going through a massive storm right now as we speak. Okay everybody, one more time, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, students and traders. This is Mike, the FX boss, broadcasting live on YouTube and other streaming platforms. As always, welcome to the Forex Trading Course 101. The goal is to bring you from zero to a millionaire trader in 3 years in an institutional way. What does this mean? You're first an analyst, then you grow into a trader, you become a trader, right? And never forget, you're going to graduate from this course, everybody, when you have your chart set up and ready for trading. Number 2, you have your strategy in place. So today we're going to work about number 2. Okay, so we changed we changed the lessons. Yesterday it was trend lines, and now today we're going to talk about how to build your strategy. Number 3, you have a complete understanding on how this market works, so you can analyze the market and make an educated prediction. Risk disclaimer, this stream is not trading or investment advice. You are here to learn. And if you have questions and homework, send me an email to mikefxboss@gmail.com and also connect on Teams. Alright, in the end we're going to talk about the deal about the 99 bucks. Okay, some of you have questions, everybody. Alright, so without further ado, let's go to J Forex, everybody. So compared to TradingView, J Forex, so my opinion, right? TradingView is better because it has a lot of features, you know. So comparing J Forex charting trading software to TradingView charting trading software, you know, TradingView is better. Alright, but there is always a but, right? But J Forex is for free. Alright everybody, this is the thing. You know, if you're just starting out, maybe, you know, it's not worth the money, you know, TradingView, the pro package, whatever, you know, so J Forex, it's great. Okay everybody, so we're going to talk about your strategy. Pen and paper, everybody, your laptop. Good morning, good evening. Yeah, most of you, everybody, you have your strategies, but be aware that we have newcomers on YouTube. Alright. What would be the pair? Let me think about, well, alright, so AUD CAD, right? Maybe AUD CAD, maybe AUD CAD, right? AUD CAD. Give it a second, everybody. Alright, so just quickly, not to waste too much time. So AUD CAD, right? We have the monthly bands, and alright, so here, boss, what is this one? This is called the J Forex charting software, everybody. So this will be the upper band, you know. Yes, TradingView is better if you ask me, but this is for free. Okay, it doesn't cost you a cent. And I need to go here, another more rectangle, you know. Here in settings, preferences, general. You know, here I need to go to UTC. Everybody, give me a second. UTC, apply, okay. Okay, now this is AUD CAD, and so far we've learned about the market way, right? Extension, retracement, extension. I'm going to color code it like this and like this maybe. So it's extension, retracement. Alright, so here, here, and now, and what else? Text, we have it. Alright, so extension, retracement, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, right? And if you go on the weekly, give it a second, and then we have, right, then we have the short term, you know, we have the higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, and we have lower low, lower high, lower low. Alright, this is going to be the short-term trend, everybody. Okay, and this is the visual, right? So we also learned about trend lines, you know. Okay, now I'm going to give a few examples, and you need to find out your way. Make sense, everybody? Like text, making bigger text. Okay, so I'm going to write in that this is, okay, so it's my trading strategy, version 0.1, because through the course you're going to learn more and more and more stuff, more things, everybody. Okay, you're going to learn more things, so it's going to evolve, right? Okay, my trading strategy. So number one, text. Number one is going to be, so it's a rule, everybody, rule, you know, a good trading strategy must have rules, all right, that are what we call must have rules, that are what we call black and white, you know, meaning not subject to interpretation. Okay, everybody? This is what the institutional trader know, compared to, not judging anybody, you know, and I'm going to talk about me because I don't know everybody all around the world, of course, but this is what the institutional trader know compared to the retail trader, you know, that I must have black and white rules that are not subject to interpretation. Make sense, everybody? So I'm going to go here and I'm going to start to build my strategy. Now, number one, it's, everybody, number one, decide on what time frame you are going to trade. Okay, everybody? And start, choose one time frame. Boss, can I choose two? No, you can't. I mean, can't. I'm not your father, I'm not your boss. You should not. Choose one time frame. For starters, choose one time frame. Alright? You believe that you can trade at your level on the daily and monthly and weekly and the 4 hour, and you're going to trade the 1 hour chart and the 50-minute chart and the 5-minute. You have friends and family, right, who are doing this for 5 years and it doesn't work. Agreed? Start with one time frame, just one. Get good at, understand price action, understand what's happening, you know, get to use the currency pair, you know, choose one time frame. Alright? If you are coachable, if you are willing to listen to me, you know, if you are willing to go like how we were groomed, like institutional traders, everybody, choose one, you know, and I believe my English is not correct. Choose one, or choose. Is my is my grammar correct, everybody? Choose, like, why? I'm not sure. Correct my English, everybody, if you see that there are grammar mistakes, alright? So I'm going to say I'm going to say, okay, so number one, my trading strategy, I am going to trade the 4-hour chart. Okay, everybody? So decide for yourself and type in the chat, everybody. Put in the chat, YouTubers too, student trader, need to put in the chat what did you decide. You know, it's my trading strategy, and you put rule number one, I am going to trade the whatever, the weekly chart, or I'm going to trade the daily chart, or I'm going to trade the 4-hour chart, or I'm going to trade the 2-hour chart, 8-hour chart. Boss, can I put 15 minutes? Yes, you can. There is no right or wrong. Make sense? Okay? And type in the chat, everybody, what did you decide? Do this right now. In the meantime, I'm going to drink a sip of coffee. Good morning, Shantana. Good morning, Mo. Good morning, Dolores. Good morning, YouTube. Olga, good morning. Sai, Alexander. Not on YouTube, on the streaming platform. Max, Leopold, Leo, Marcus, John, Julius, hello. Vanessa, hello. Yeah, there is no right or wrong, but choose one, you know. Most of you have already. Type in the chat, there is no right or wrong, just type in the chat what did you choose, right? Boss, I don't know. You must choose. Make sense? You can always change through the course, alright? Don't worry. Hello Olga, how are you? Everybody, this strategy, it's not finite, it's not ending, you know, it's going to be an evolving document, but we've learned market wave, we've learned short-term trends, we've learned trend lines, we've learned a monthly band, so we are starting to build this one, you know. I choose daily for now. Excellent. See everybody how Olga is thinking, it's for now, don't worry, you know. You can change the document, you know, it's not really a problem. Very good. Okay, so I'm going to read the 4-hour chart. Now let's go to number 2. Congratulations, Olga. You know, number two, decide on what pattern are you going to trade. Okay, decide on what pattern you're going to trade, and here again we go to star, you know. Choose one pattern. I want to trade in the market wave, and I want to trade in the short-term trend, and I want to trade in the trend lines, and I want to trade in the Fibonacci. Choose one. Start with one. Get good at one. Alright, everybody? If you're coachable enough, if you're humble enough, you're going to listen to me. Otherwise, it's going to be 5 years, 6 years, 7 years. Make sense, everybody? Choose one. Get good at one. And talking about patterns, 28th of June, we have the 28th of June, we have, where is the, we have this guy, 28th of June. If you want to join everybody, Market Wave Mastery Course, June 28th, 4 p.m. Central European time, I believe it's set. Alright, back to here. Olga says market wave, very good. So I'm going to trade the 4-hour chart. Olga says daily, you know, and here, now there is no right or wrong, but choose one, everybody. So just to be simple, you know, number 2, I am going to trade the market wave. Alright, everybody? Now, because we're talking about patterns, right? Is going to be text. Okay. Now some different patterns. You know, now this is specific for the market wave. So it's 2.1. Decide if you are going to trade only extensions or only retracements on the market wave. Okay, everybody? 2.1. There you go. Oh, I want to trade N extensions and retracement. Choose one time frame, choose one pattern, choose one behavior if you want. Don't try to do everything and anything. You're going to get overwhelmed, you know. You're going to get into analysis paralysis. It's going to be too complex. Your brain is going to say, oh, what are we doing here? Choose one pattern, get good at one pattern, choose one behavior. So market wave, it's extension, retracement, extension. Choose one behavior and get good at. Okay? Does this make sense? If you're advanced, then you can join advanced sessions. What can I tell you? Alright, this is Forex course 101. Extensions, alright. Applause to Olga. What about the others on YouTube? Shantana, Dave, Psy, Alexander, Mo, David, if you're here. What do you think, everybody? Anybody else? Shantana, if you're here. By the way, next week we are going to trade, right? On the demo account, everybody. Okay, we're going to trade the market wave and the short-term trends. So 1 check, 2 check, 3, number 3, everybody, is going to be, so number 1, decide on what time frame you are going to trade. Number 2, decide on what pattern you are going to trade. Alright, now it's number 3, define, and here it gets the, you know, here we need to pay attention to the define the entry setup. Okay, would be number 3. So if me and Olga, if we are trading the market wave, just an example, right? If we are trading the market wave, now I need to, now it gets personal because everybody, it's a little bit different. Alright, it gets personal in the sense of I need to define my setup. So it's going to be different set. You might trade the same pattern, everybody, but somebody is going to say, okay, I'm going to give a few examples. Alright, come on, give me a second. Alright, there you go. So entry setup, variation. Alright, so somebody is going to say, oh, I'm going to trade. There is no right or wrong on the strategy. Okay, don't let anybody tell you, oh, my strategy is better than yours and my setup is better than yours. You know, at your level, guys, there is no right or wrong. Okay, don't let anybody tell you what to do. Okay, fair enough. You know, so define the entry setup. Okay, a few variation. You know, so it's going to be number 3. Okay, I am going to enter at the end of retracement, at the end of retracement. Okay, this is going to be 1 for the market wave. I'm going to enter at the end of retracement. This means I'm going to enter here, everybody. Give me a second. I'm going to enter here at the end of retracement, but because the strategy must be black and white, not subject to interpretation, 3.1, end of retracement is going to be signaled. Hopefully my English is correct, you know. End of retracement is going to be signaled by the change in the short-term trend. Okay, everybody? End of the retracement is going to be signaled, like from signal, you know, by the change in the shortened trend. Okay, and you can be even more specific, you know, you can go here and text, everybody give me a second, and you say, therefore, before I enter the market, I must see, before I enter the market, I must see a confirmed trend. So two highs, two higher highs, minimum two highs and two lows. When the second high it's a higher high, right? So this would be, you know, a confirmed uptrend. So this would be the, let's go to rectangles, everybody. So this would be the high, no, this would be the low, right? This would be the low, then it's the high, and it's the higher low, and now here it's the higher high. All right, so this is going to be now, this is the confirmation of the shortened trend. Make sense, everybody? Therefore, before I enter the market, I must see a confirmed trend. It's here. Okay, now 3.2 variation. Once I see a confirmed trend, then I am going, once I see a confirmed trend, then I'm going to enter, everybody, I'm going to enter at the next retracement on the STT, on the shortened trend. Okay, everybody, and I am going to enter with the trend line break, and I'm going to enter with the trend line break on the end of trend line break on the retracement on the STT, shortened trend. Define the entry setup, everybody. I'm going to enter at the end of retracement. So we define that Olga is going to be on the daily chart. Olga is going to trade the market wave on the daily chart. And now I'm giving you, everybody, build for yourself. So a variation of the entry setup. If I'm Olga and I'm following those rules, I'm going to enter at the end of retracement. End of retracement is going to be signaled by the change in the shortened trend. Therefore, before I enter the market, I must see a confirmed trend, uptrend in this case. Once I see a confirmed trend, then I'm going to enter the next retracement on the shortened trend, and I'm going to enter with a trend line break on the retracement on the shortened trend. So if we go in the chart, everybody, then Olga is going to put like a trend line in here on the blue this time, everybody, on the blue. And once the market breaks this trend line with the candle, then this is going to be Olga's entry. Make sense, everybody? So try to define, everybody, there is no right or wrong. You can use indicators, you know, some of you are advanced, not really beginners. You can use indicators, you can use multiple time frame, whatever. You can use crowns. This is just an example. Make sense? So type in the chat, everybody. Now, how are you going to enter? In the meantime, let me drink a sip of coffee. Boss, can I use yours? Sure. Sure, you can. Why not? You don't need to do it by yourself. You don't need to suffer by yourself. Sure, you can. And then I'm going to show you how you're going to lose money and how you're going to make money. You are going to lose money when you're going to invent hot water. Okay? So type in the chat done maybe, or type in the chat what are you choosing. Type in the chat 3.1 good entry for me. Very good. Make sense, everybody? All good? Now, me and Olga, we are going to do something else, right? Look in here, Olga. We are smart. Me and Olga, we are going to do something else. 3.3. Everybody, 3.3. I must not enter any trades when the market I must not enter any trades when the market hits, when the market comes 50 pips to the relevant high. Okay, everybody? I must not enter any trades when the market comes 50 bit to the relevant high. What does this mean? I can enter here, but the third entry, see everybody what I'm looking at? See everybody? This is the relevant high in this case. So this one I can enter this one, the first one. So I can enter the violet one, I can enter the black one, I can even enter the green one, but I must not enter the blue one. Does this make sense to you? It's a variation, you know, there is no right or wrong. Make sense? Why would boss, can I enter? You can, why not? I'm giving an example, make sense? But we know that the market wave, from the market wave mastery, once the market breaks the high in an up market wave, and once the market breaks the low in a down market wave, a retracement is going to come. It's proven statistically. Me as an analyst, you must think like this. Me as an analyst, I don't know when is going to come the retracement. I don't know in what fashion is going to come the retracement, but I know 100%, you know, it is going to come. Make sense? So the high probability, talking about probabilities, the deeper the retracement, I mean, if you can catch this move, end of retracement, the sooner the better. But when it gets up to here, it breaks the high for 1 pip, then the market tends to retrace. Does this make sense, everybody? There is no right or wrong. It's a variation of the strategy. I must not enter any trades when the market comes 50 pips, 10 pips, 100 pips. It's up to you, to the relevant high. Alright, there is no right or wrong anyway. If you like, take it. You know, somebody's asking on the other streaming platform, can I copy? Take this strategy, it's all yours. Nothing special, everybody. The strategy doesn't need to be complicated, make sense? Olga, do you like number 3.1, 3.2, 3.3? Everybody take what you like, reject what you don't like. It's your strategy nonetheless, make sense? It's an evolving document in this course. You can change tomorrow, you can change time frames, tomorrow you can change patterns, you know. Some of you are late to the party. Olga chose she's going to trade the daily chart, I was thinking about 4-hour chart, you know, and she said, oh, I'm going to trade the market wave, market structure. Sure, and now we're defining the entry setup. take what you like, reject what you don't like. Alright? 3.3, I must not enter any trades when the market comes 50 pips, whatever, could be variation 100, 20, 10, you know. Okay. Boss, what happens if the market comes up in here? You need to wait. You need to wait for the next retracement. Okay, everybody? Boss, but if I'm waiting for a retracement on the daily, good question. Listen to this, everybody. Olga, reason to with the other guys. But if I need to wait for the end of if I need to wait for a retracement on the daily, it's going to take me a decade to enter again. And the answer is yes, you are correct. When you build a strategy, everybody, you need to think about also when we come to conversation about making money, you need to don't get fooled from smaller time frames, but you need to have a understanding and expectations like, okay, so I have 27 currency pairs to enter the market on the daily chart, but it's also true that, you know, me waiting for the next retracement could take me 2 months, 3 months, 4 months from one entry to another. So this is new for you, I know, but you know, this is something worth like considering. Okay, so am I okay if I'm Olga? Am I okay with making 10% per year on my account? Maybe yes, maybe not, I don't know. You know, if I'm Olga, is it enough for me to make 30% per year? Yes or no? So the harder time frame, you know, this, okay, once I'm entering the market, you know, if the market, once we're in the market, everybody, there are two things going to happen. Or you're going to be stopped out, or you're going to get a take profit. Agreed? 3 things can happen. You can click the mouse and get out. You can close the trade. So once you're in the market, or you're going to click the mouse and get out by yourself, but otherwise, you know, or is going to take your stop loss, or is going to hit your take profit. Agreed? So on the daily chart, you being stopped out or profit taking, we're talking about weeks at the minimum, not to talk about months. Okay? No, we're not saying right or going to the 15 minutes better. Not true. Why? In the advanced course, read the book, everybody, The Secrets of Trading. Don't be attached to money. If you are Forex course 2 conversation, if you are after the money, you're not going to make in this profession. If you can write this down, you can call me out, you have the recording. This guy is telling you, if you are after the money, if money is the reason for you to trade and enter the market, you're not going to make it. Tell me more. Money, it's a consequence of a well-executed strategy that has potentially an edge. Money is a consequence in this profession, not the reason to do stupid things. It takes some time to understand this quote. This is what we're working on in the advanced course. This is what the institutional traders understand. It takes some time for us too back in time, you know, me too back in time, you know. Money, it's a consequence of a well-executed strategy, not the reason to go. If I'm on the daily chart and now it's going to take me too long, I'm going to go on the 15-minute chart, but the 15-minute chart it's too quick for me. In the advanced course, you're going to learn about personalities. It's too fast. You're going to be not 5 years without success, you're going to be 20 years. You're going to do thousands of courses, read thousands of books, you know, and nothing is going to work for you. From another hand, the smaller time frame, more noise we have. Absolutely true, Olga. Exactly. See, everybody, we are not saying right or wrong. You need to look at yourself and like, okay, so what lifestyle do I want? Do I want to work like 4 hours straight as a trader? Or do I want to look at the chart once per day being on daily? Or I look at the chart every 4 hours because I'm on the 4-hour chart? And the money, do I want monthly income, monthly salary? Or it's okay for you to be to get paid like we are once per year, end of the year it's the payment, because you are a swing trader on the daily chart, on the 4-hour chart. It gets personal, see everybody? This is why you buying strategies and coping strategies doesn't work. Make sense? The guy who you are buying the strategy might be a professional, I don't know, might have an edge, I don't know, but it's not going to work for you. Why? Because you are a different personality and you have a different lifestyle. The institutional traders, we know you must, in the end, you must build your own strategy tailored to you. Make sense, everybody? I'm not asking you, do you agree with me? I'm asking you, does this make sense to you? It's a different question. Does this make sense to you? Oh, but you're giving your strategies. Sure, I'm giving you my strategies, take them, copy them, use them, take what you like, reject what you don't like, but nonetheless, everything I said stands. I always said, everybody, in the Fibonacci Mastery, only 2% make money with my strategy. Isn't this curious? My strategy, my Fibonacci strategy is nothing special. It has a proven edge though, It made me tons of money in the last 15 years, and in a group of 100 people, doctors, lawyers, movie stars, singers, Uber driver, gardeners, whatever profession, only two make money. Isn't this curious? Exactly, because we are different in understanding, we have different lifestyles, Shantana is now talking to different advanced traders. Some of them are semi-professional already, like Melissa and Douglas, everybody. Connect on Teams for free, doesn't cost a cent, and you can talk to the guys, and you can see people like, oh, I cannot wait. Make sense? For someone waiting the 4-hour chart, it's business as usual, not really difficult. Somebody who has a different personality is going to get crazy on the 4-hour chart. Not to talk about the daily. Is going to lose the patient, like, oh, I cannot, the chart is tearing me apart. And vice versa too. If somebody, it's okay on the daily chart, on the 4-hour chart, business as usual, and then goes on the 15-minute chart or the 1 hour chart because of the money, and it's going to be the same result, like, oh, this is too fast, I cannot think all these things, about it's up and down, and I need to get out and manage and in, it's too fast. Does this make sense to you guys? Talk to me. Type in the chat, yes, it makes sense, or type in chat, no, it doesn't, I believe it's all the same. I believe everybody can make money on all the charts, it's all the same. This is why coping strategy on the grand majority doesn't work. Make sense? Signals, same problematic. Signals, buying signals. The guy who is selling signals, if he is a swing trader on the daily chart, he's going to make money for himself. But I'm going to buy the signal, and then I'm going to have an entry, and then I'm going to wait and wait. 1 day nothing, 2 days, second day nothing, third day nothing, 1 week nothing, no money, still in the trade, no signal to close the trade. 1 month and a half, still in the trade. I'm going to say, oh, this signal doesn't work. So I'm going to manually close the trade, see? Does this conversation make sense to everybody? This is why signals, if you are not on the same time frame as a personality, is not going to work for you. Yeah, no, somebody's commenting on the other platform talking about if you are honest or dishonest as a signal provider. It's another story, right? But let's assume that the guy is a professional and he's selling signals, then it's if you're on the smaller time frame for you, it's not going to work. Make sense? And vice versa too. You have a signal survey that, oh, it's the entry on the, I'm exaggerating right now, but let's say that the entry is on the 5-minute chart. and you're at your job, you're cooking, you know, cleaning, whatever you're doing, you know, Uber driver, whatever. We're all human, right? Trying to pay the bills, having children and everything. And there is a signal, oh, you need to get out, and you need to get in, and you need to get out, and you're driving the car as a taxi driver. Even if you're at home and you are tired, you're cleaning swimming pools for 8 hours, and there is a signal service telling you, oh, get in, get out, do this, and you are not the right personality, it's not going to work. Does this make sense, everybody? Type in the chat. Yes, makes sense. No, you're talking baloney, Mike, you know, what do you know, I mean. And everybody, I always forgot, please give it a like on the video, you're helping to grow the channel. We need to pump up Julius numbers from Nigeria, everybody. Okay, if you can do me this favor, please, you know, I need your help. Alright, give it a like on all the videos that you are studying, watching, whatever. Okay, you are helping the channel to grow. No, there is no right or wrong on the strategy. It's an evolving document, don't worry. Yeah, I have a Julius as a student in the chat on the other stream platform, but it's also Julius, it's the analyst on demand, you know, it's for Nigeria, it's a Pingeling English, Julius said last time. Alright everybody, so we're almost out of time. 3, define the entry setup, and number 4 is going to be, number 4, define the stop loss level and take profit level. Okay everybody, and now you have a strategy to demo trade, to test, you know, to do whatever you want. Next week we're going to trade this strategy, okay, on a demo account, 3 days for you to ask questions about the logic and to get better, you know. Define the stop loss. So stop loss goes below the previous low. This is 1. Stop loss goes below the previous low. So if I'm entering at the end of retracement, stop loss goes down in here. This is the stop loss level, everybody. Stop loss level is down in here. Okay, and take profit is 1 per 1.5 risk reward ratio, okay. So if this is the chart, everybody, and I'm going to enter the black, just graphically, this is the stop loss. Just graphically, everybody, this is the stop loss. So 1, and I'm going to clone. This is the J4X from Duca's copy, J4X. Okay, and I'm going to one more. It's not going to be 1 per 2, so it's 1 per 1.5. So somewhere like, you know, this would be then the ratio. Okay, so up in here is going to be the take profit. So take profit. Okay, everybody, take a screenshot, photo with a cell phone, you know, whatever, type in the chat done. Use this, send me questions to the email, everybody, talk to me, send me your document, I can review it for free, don't worry. You know, send me an email, what do you think about those rules? Send me an email asking, oh boss, are my rules well written? Are my rules black and white, not subject to interpretation? Okay. Screenshot, photo, whatever. And everybody, just quickly, some of you send me questions about the 99 bucks deal, which you get all the recordings from all the previous courses. Okay, you can come to those lessons and ask questions. Example, you are watching a recording from 2023, whatever, it's about the learn how to hedge as a professional, and you're looking at the course and you don't quite really understand what's happening and how. Come to these lessons, Forex Course 101, and ask the question, or send me a question by the email. I'm going to, the last 10 minutes, not today, because we don't have any, but the last 10 minutes I'm going to answer questions from the courses, alright? I'm not sure if you're here, Andrew J, but you can ask questions, everybody, whatever course, sure. In the last 10 minutes I'm going to answer the question about the US dollar index course, Fibonacci mastery, whatever. Okay, every day, less 10 minutes. Don't be shy, there is. Okay. All right. That being said, we need to go to. I'm going to clone the chart. Let's go to AUD daily. All right. So now I'm going to go on Trading View, everybody, to be quicker. Let's go to AUD daily chart, and me and Olga, we can start to. Everybody, I'm going to go on the chart from the market wave mastery, all right? Because I need to chart now. Market wave mastery chart, AUD cat. So this is out, 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 out. Okay, now this is me and Olga, everybody. Okay, can you see, everybody, the market wave example? Oh, where are we here? Click, highlight this. So this is the last market wave. Okay, and I'm going to get rid of the Fibonacci. Fibonacci comes into the mastery. So this is the market wave, right? Can you see it, everybody? Extension. Can you see it? Extension, retracement, extension. Now, can you see it, everybody? So in the circle, this is the last extension. And if we zoom in, right, and I need to get out of, there you go. I'm going to also leave this like it is, but anyway, so we are here and out, out. This is the extension of the AUD cat daily market wave, right? Olga, can we enter the market? Type in the chat, everybody. What do you think? Can we enter the market? Polyline path. There you go. Based on the strategy that we just built, low to high, high to low, low to high, high to low, low to high, high to low, low to high. Can we enter the market? Shorting AUD cat on the market wave. Low, not a high, low to high, high to low, low to high. Can we short the market? Do we have an end of retracement based from the strategy? It's a tricky question. I'm going to help you. Look at what I'm doing, everybody. From the strategy, what I'm doing. Can I enter the market? Entry setup. Entry setup. I'm going to enter at the end of retracement. End of retracement is going to be signaled by the change in the shortened trend. Therefore, before I enter the market, I must see a confirmed trend. Do we have a confirmed trend? Do we have a confirmed downtrend? Yes, we do, right? So we do have a confirmed downtrend. So this is a check. And then we go here, and once I see a confirmed trend, then I'm going to enter the next retracement on the shortened trend. And I'm going to enter with the trend line break on the retracement on the shortened trend. I must not enter any trades when the market comes 50 pips to the relevant high or low in this case. Define So stop loss goes above, right? So here I'm on the chart, everybody. Now this is where JForex loses, but it's for free. This is where JForex loses compared to TradingView. On TradingView, me and Olga were going to right click and add an alert on Trendline. Create. There you go. And I can also put a horizontal line like down in here, and I right click and add an alert. So expiration, trigger, condition, message, custom name if you want, notifications, custom name, short the market wave on daily. Create. So see everybody, on the daily and the 4-hour chart you can have your life. You don't need to be glued to the charting software and trading platform. So me and Olga, we're going to wait. I can go out, walk the dogs and wait. And when I'm walking the dogs, it's going to be blink, 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 short the market wave. So when I'm back home or in the office, the market is going to be down here, and this is my entry from my strategy. Plus, well, just graphic plus, if this is the stop loss level, everybody, then I said I'm going to go 1 per 1.5, right? Stop loss above there, and just graphically, let's say that this is the other half, clone, so this is going to be my take profit level here. All right, and we are done. One trade, step by step, and then you're going to test yourself like, oh, do I like it? It's taking too long, too much time, it's too fast, I want to trade also short-term trends, not just the market wave. I want to trade trend lines, whatever, and so on and so on and so on. Okay, everybody, I hope you enjoyed the lesson. Give it a like on the YouTube. You are helping the channel. Tell your friends and family to come here and learn and ask questions. Alright? See you back on Tuesday. On Tuesday we are going to trade this strategy live. Okay, 3 days of trading the market wave. So until then, build your strategy, everybody. Rewatch the recording a few times, build your strategy, send me your strategy for review if you want on the email. Okay? There is no right or wrong, don't worry, you can do whatever. There is no right or wrong. Alright, everybody, thank you very much, have a great weekend. Shantana, see you back on Saturday. This is the boss, signing off.